Hello, everyone, and welcome to Morning Coffee Break. Hope everybody's doing good this morning. It is raining. Well, right now it doesn't look like it's raining hardly any. It's kind of quit for now, but I mean you can tell it's going to rain more today. I guess it's coming from that Nicole. Um, we need rain though. We just don't need tons of rain. I just like it to rain slowly, you know, for a long time where it'll soak in and really do some good. Anyway, today is Friday, November 11th already. It'll be Thanksgiving before you know it, everybody. Uh, Currently it's 68 degrees, so it's warmer. High today is 73. Chance of rain 90%. I don't know why they didn't just put 100%. 79% humidity. Winds are at 7 mile per hour, which is a little more than usual. I mean, sometimes I'll say 3 mile per hour, maybe at the most 5, but 7's a little more than it has been. And air quality, I can't believe it. For once, it says good. It's 50. I don't believe it. It's been like 55 to 59 most days, which is moderate. Today there'll be a Kroger haul, and I think we had some trouble that day with their app. This was several days ago. We had some trouble with their app. I was trying to get I lost the card that I used for Kroger, where they scan the card. But I had it on my phone, I could pull it up to where it showed like a UPC thing, and then they would scan it, and there's no big problem. Well, they were obviously having problems with their app, and they have. I like Kroger. We love Kroger, but their app is terrible. It really is. It's so hard to navigate. It just you'll try to be doing something, and next thing you know, you'll be way off somewhere else. On it. You know what I'm talking about. It's like what is this? Why am I looking at this? I didn't. All I wanted to see is a digital coupon. You know, it just it was really acting up. So I couldn't use my card, my you know reward card or whatever. I couldn't use it that day, so we had to end up going back, and we got the water, and then we went back, and the eggs was one of the things. They were $1.99, which is super cheap right now for 18. Of course, we went back the next day when the app was working right, and they were out. And they won't give you a rain check for digital coupon items, and I don't agree with that at all. If you're out of it, you're out of it. I don't care if you had it on digital or paper coupon and the ad or whatever. I don't care what you had. If you don't have it, you should be able to get a rain check. I don't agree with that at all, and I'll tell them too. You know that's not right. So they were out, of course, so we didn't get them. But we had some paper coupons we used. I just couldn't use anything digital, and so we got some good deals anyway. We had the other things on our list. So check out Kroger Hall today. I was aggravated. I mean, I messed with that app trying to get things going for almost a half hour before we went in, like out in the car. And then I stood up there, and Joy can't stand real long, and it bothers me after a while. Um, they messed around trying to fix it, which they were trying. I gotta say they were nice and they were trying to do it, but it couldn't be fixed. And so we stood up at the service desk for a half hour. Joy would wander off in the store, walk around and get a few things, and then come back, and I'd still be there. No, not yet. She'd go upstairs and try to get on the main computer and try to fix it, but it was the app. I mean, it wasn't working. So about an hour altogether between what I did and then what they did. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. So I was ready to get out of there by that time. Uh, what's for dinner? Last night, I took the pasta that was left over. You know, I made the, I don't know, I didn't call it anything, I don't think. It's just pasta with meat sauce. I used ground chicken. You can't even tell when you use ground chicken or ground turkey. You can't really even tell on something like that. But anyway, it was, we had a bunch of it left over, and I wanted to make it different, so I made it like a casserole. I put half of it in, put a layer of mozzarella cheese, put the other half on top, put another layer of mozzarella cheese, and baked it. And it was really good. We still got some left, enough for lunch anyway. We could probably make it into a dinner, but I don't want 3 dinners of it. 2's plenty for me. We'll either freeze what's left or eat it for lunch or something. And we also had garlic breadsticks and a little salad and almost everything. Let's see. I got radishes from the garden last night. I got green onions and lettuce. I was able to get the first lettuce, and it is delicious. It is so good and so fresh when you just have it out there growing, you know. So most of the salad was from the garden, and I just love that. And it was really good. Do I have a picture of it? Well, anyway, let me show you this. But anyway, I'll show you the dinner. I need to show you that, I guess, while I'm talking about it. It wasn't ready yet when I had it in there for an hour at 350, but I had foil over the top of it because I didn't want the mozzarella to burn, and it wasn't ready. It was still cold, but I had put the breadsticks underneath it on a pan, so there was 2 things cooking in there, and it's a convection oven. I think they call it convection oven, but it's a regular oven too. Our gas oven doesn't work. It hasn't for a long time. But I guess there was it was causing some of the heat not to come up, with the other baking pan. So I had to cook it for a while longer after I took the breadsticks out. And so we went ahead and ate our salad, so that's why you don't see the salad. We went ahead and ate the salad, waiting on this to heat up, or to, finish cooking. It was delicious, let me tell you. I got a short. I don't think I sent it out yet. I've got several shorts I just hadn't got around to, or I don't know if I'll do them or not. But tonight, for dinner tonight, we've been talking about it, and we want to have breakfast for supper tonight. That's what we've been talking about. It could change, but like I've got those hash browns. They would be good to have for a supper breakfast. The hash browns and eggs. I think biscuits and gravy, something like that. It'd be really good. But anyway, I got this picture sent to me from YC Cooks and Bakes, y'all. YC Green. And she had mentioned that she was going to be looking for the popcorners that Logan and I tried on Logan's Awesome Snack Reviews. Well, she found them, and I take it that she likes them because she sent this picture. And it says, "I found my snack because I watch Logan's Awesome Snack Reviews on Life with Mike." That's awesome. I did a community post on it. Stop and check out the community post and say hi to YC. And check out her channel, YC Cooks and Bakes. She's a great cook. And a great person, too. Okay, let's see. Where are we at? Today's tidbits. Yeah, that was good for dinner last night. And I like having stuff, like that. All I had to do is put the cheese on it and put it in the casserole dish. Pretty easy peasy. Is that a duck? This is today's tidbits. Is that a duck on the Martian surface? Is it? NASA's Curiosity rover has captured the image of a Martian rock that looks like a duck. In the image, clicked in late October using the rover's mast-mounted camera, the rock resembles a duck floating in the water and turning its head to look over its back. Previously, Curiosity had come across rocks that look like a fish and a cat on Mars. Whoops. Where's it? Why did I go to... Okay, it went to the wrong one. It went to... Okay. Anyway, that was one of them. Tips from Michigan Animal Shelter to keep pets safe in winter. Pretty dog. The Kent County Animal Shelter offered advice on how to keep pets safe and happy as winter has started to encroach into West Michigan. When the temperature drops below freezing, dried bedding must be provided to pets, since blankets can freeze if they get wet, and that's true, that they could be even worse. Straw bedding is preferred to blankets. Pets also need access to clean water in winter. Nicole causes only minor damages to NASA's moon rocket. They're going to have that thing sitting there so long that something's going to happen. Based on initial visual checks, NASA reported on Thursday that Artemis 1, the mega moon rocket in Kennedy Space Center, had not sustained any major damage following Hurricane Nicole's landfall in Florida. There was only very minor damage, such as ripped weather covers and loose caulk. Employees will conduct further checks to confirm the damages. I wouldn't want nothing loose or missing. If I was getting in it, I mean, I'm just saying. The mystery of greenish branches in New York's Catskill Mountains. I think I've seen this stuff before. It looks like a weird color of blue, like this stuff on branches. It's usually like, I think it seems to be on like dead branches. Recently, a hiker stumbled across some very unusual looking branches that had a greenish blue tint while exploring New York's Catskill Mountains. She turned to Reddit seeking help to understand what it was. It was later identified as pigment left by the Chlorociboria aeruginations fungus, also known as green elf cup. Why didn't they just say green elf cup? That would have been much easier. They grow on wood without bark. Well, I said dead branches, but yeah, I mean, that bark could be missing off dead branches. Okay, I did that one. So did I get all of them since it... Okay, just wanted to make sure. Okay, let's find nice news. Man, I got a lot of emails. Most of them's junk stuff. I mean, the spam stuff. I get so tired of that. And the thing on mine, I can press to get rid, that says it's spam. It'll only delete the ones that are on there. You know what I'm saying? If you have any previous ones or ones from that day, it won't let me like block them. I'll have to look into that more because I'm tired of all that. It's just a bunch of junk. Oh, by the way, today is Veterans Day, everybody. Happy Veterans Day to all you veterans. We appreciate your service so much. And I hope y'all have a great day. I wish the weather was a little bit better for it. But yes, it's Veterans Day. So let's all remember our people from in the armed forces. International Space Station gets new delivery with a 3D printer and more on Nice News. You've got mail. The International Space Station received a new delivery this week, a package with over 8,200 pounds of supplies. Wow. Well, it's light up there, The rocket for the resupply mission took off from NASA's Wallops Flight Facility in Virginia on Monday, bringing a whole host of items for future experiments, including a 3D printer, seeds for space-grown plants, and even ovarian cow cells. The seeds will help scientists assess how plants adapt in space and which ones are best suited for the celestial environment, per a NASA press release. The cow cells, meanwhile, are for research on fertility treatments back on Earth. I hope they mean fertility treatments for cows, not for, I don't know yet. As for the 3D printer, this is actually not its first adventure to outer space. The device arrived at the station in 2019, but had to be sent back to install upgrades and new capabilities. It will eventually be used to further human tissue printing research, NASA said. What the heck are they doing up there? Tissue printing? This is a very exciting time for research on the International Space Station. Heidi Paris, NASA's associate program scientist for the station program, said ahead of the launch, per space.com. That's a big lead up to this one quote here. Every new vehicle that launches is bringing up not only new research, but also new capabilities. 100 years of pup power inside the lives of Alaska's iconic sled dogs at Denali National Park. When you think of Alaska, a dog sled team trekking across rugged snow-covered terrain may come to mind as an iconic aspect of the state's larger-than-life identity. As it turns out, it's simply part of daily life within the vast confines of Denali National Park and Preserve. The past winter kicked off the centennial celebration of the park's sled dog kennel. A century earlier, in 1922, Mount McKinley National Park first engaged sled dogs to patrol the area. Previously, the dogs had largely been relied upon to guard against wildlife poaching and establish the park's boundaries. 100 years later, Denali's roughly 30 canines continue to be full-fledged working dogs. Kennel manager David Tamio told USA Today they engage in activities like hauling supplies and helping scientists throughout the vast expanse of the park territory, consisting of over 2 million acres. Bronze Age lice comb contains oldest written sentence in the first alphabet, study says. It's a lice comb. Head lice is a common, if rather annoying, human experience, especially in childhood, and people have been finding ways to treat it for millennia, as evidenced by a roughly 3,700-year-old lice comb. How did they decide that was a lice comb? Recovered at an Israeli archaeological site in 2016. While the discovery is remarkable in and of itself, the comb also holds another key to the past that went unnoticed until years later. An engraving that researchers say is the oldest known sentence written in the first alphabet, Canaanite. The sentence is likely familiar to anyone who has dealt with pesky lice. May this tusk root out the lice of the hair and the beard. So it's like an advertisement on it. May this tusk root out the lice of the hair and the beard. Nothing like this was found before. It's not the royal inscription of a king. This is something very human. You're immediately connected to this person who had this comb. Joseph Garfinkel, who co-authored the recent study on the engraving, told CNN. The Canaanites invented the alphabet. Nowadays, every person in the world can read and write using the alphabet system. This is really one of the most important intellectual achievements of humankind, he continued. When you are writing in English, you're really using Canaanite. All right. Trying to find, okay, here's quote of the day from Viktor Frankl. Everything can be taken from a man but one thing, the last of the human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances, to choose one's own way. All right, everybody, I hope you enjoyed morning coffee break. If you did, I hope you'll press that like button. Also subscribe if you haven't already, and share this out, and hit that so you get all my videos as soon as they come out. Check out my Kroger haul today. It's a nice one. So I hope everybody has a great day, and we'll see you later on. God bless.